Welcome to Creata Classes. In this session, we will cover our topic that is all about the height and distance. Yes, you have heard it right. In this lecture, we will cover all about the height and distance. That is the part of the trigonometry. So the goal for this session or this lecture is to do the mastery over the height and distance. That is to solve all the question of height and distance without any external help. After completing this lecture, you will be able to solve all the question of height and distance without any external help. And you will also learn how to approach this question. That is how to visualize the question and how to solve the question. We will tell you the technique to approach the questions of height and distance. That is how to approach as well as how to visualize these questions. Let's check out the flow of this lecture. Firstly, we will cover the basic concept, that is the fundamental that you should know before dealing with the questions of height and distance. These basic concepts will include the basic fundamental of the trigonometric ratio, trigonometric table and a right angle triangle, and how the trigonometric sides changes as we change the trigonometric angle. All these fundamental we will see in the basic concept. We will not go into the very detail of this concept, but we will cover all the concepts that are required for solving height and distance question. After that, we will share a formula list, that is a PDF file that will be having the formulas related to height and distance. That you can download the file and you can keep this file as a reference guide for all your trigonometric questions. Further, we will share you a technique to solve and approach the question. And finally, we will use this technique to take down the questions and height and distance. Firstly, we will take down the basic question. Only after you gain the confidence in the basic question, then only we will move to the advanced question. And in the end, we are having a small assignment that will ensure you have got the fundamental of the height and distance. And in the end, do not forget to give the feedbacks in the comment section. These feedbacks give us motivation and to do something new for you students. So don't miss to give the feedback in the comment section. So let's begin with our first part, that is the basic concept. In the basic concept, the first fundamental that we will cover is a right angle triangle. Especially we will cover the trigonometric sides with respect to the trigonometric angle and how these trigonometric sides are changed as we change our trigonometric angle. For that, let's take a right angle triangle ABC. Here our angle B is 90 degree as it is a right angle triangle. So one angle must be a 90 degree angle. Here our angle B is a 90 degree angle. Let's assume angle C as angle theta. Here we will call this angle theta as a trigonometric angle. One angle we have to assume as a trigonometric angle. With respect to this trigonometric angle, we will locate or we will identify the three trigonometric sides. Let's see what I am talking about. The three trigonometric sides are perpendicular, hypotenuse and base. We will take one by one. First of all, the perpendicular. Perpendicular is the side which is opposite to our trigonometric angle theta. Here angle theta is our trigonometric angle. So the side opposite to this trigonometric angle theta is the side AB. So for this triangle, the side AB is the perpendicular. This side AB is known as the perpendicular. Got it? Further, we will take down the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the side which is opposite to 90 degree angle. Here angle B is our 90 degree angle. So the side AC will be the hypotenuse for this triangle. Got it? The side AC is hypotenuse and the side AB is the perpendicular. Further, the remaining side BC is the base, or we can say the side which is between the angle theta, that is between the trigonometric angle and a 90 degree angle, is the side base. So here the side BC is between our angle 90 degree, that is angle B, and angle C, that is the trigonometric angle. So the side BC is the base. Got the fundamental? The side AB is perpendicular. Why? Because it is opposite to our trigonometric angle theta. Got it? And the side AC is hypotenuse because it is opposite to our 90 degree angle, and the side BC is base because it is between our 90 degree angle and the trigonometric angle. These are the three trigonometric sides, and point to be noted is that the side AC, that is the side hypotenuse, is the longest of three sides. You can take any right angle triangle, the side hypotenuse, that is the side opposite to 90 degree angle, will be the longest of all the three sides. This concept or this fundamental will be helpful for you in solving the questions. Okay. Now let's move to the most important fundamental, that is how this trigonometric sides changes as we change our trigonometric angle. Yes, these sides are not fixed. As we change our trigonometric angle, these sides are also changed. That is, these sides are not constant. We cannot say for all the right angle triangle the side AC will be perpendicular or the side BC will be base. Let's see what I'm talking about. For the time being, let's change our trigonometric angle from the angle C to angle A. Okay? Now our angle A is our new trigonometric angle for our triangle ABC. That is the right angle triangle ABC. Got it? Now we will again do our exercise and we will locate the three trigonometric sides that are perpendicular, hypotenuse and the base. So let's locate our perpendicular side. We know the perpendicular side is the side which is opposite to trigonometric angle. Here our trigonometric angle is angle A. Okay? So the side opposite to angle A is the side BC. So for this triangle ABC, the side BC will be the perpendicular side. Okay? And we know the hypotenuse is the side which is opposite to 90-degree angle. So here for this triangle, the angle B is a 90-degree angle. So the side AC will be the hypotenuse for this triangle. So we observe that the side AC in our previous case is also the hypotenuse, and in this case also the side AC is the hypotenuse. Means the side AC or the hypotenuse does not change. Okay? We will talk about this after some time. Okay? Let's locate the base for this triangle. We know base is the side which is between the trigonometric angle and the 90-degree angle. So here the side AB, that is the side between the trigonometric angle A and our 90-degree angle, that is angle B. So the side AB is the base for this triangle. So we got the fundamental, that is trigonometric sides are not fixed for a right angle triangle. They changes their location as we change the trigonometric angle. Okay? So if we have to say which side is the perpendicular, then we have to specifically say the side BC is perpendicular for the triangle ABC with respect to trigonometric angle, angle A. Got it? We have to specifically mention the trigonometric angle with respect to we are locating the trigonometric sides. So this is the fundamental. A small notification for you. We are only touching the basic fundamental. If you want to go deep into this fundamental, how these sides are calculated or all other basic fundamental, just go to the link given in the description. We are having a free course on trigonometry, that is the basic course on trigonometry, on our website, that is creataclasses.com. Go to the link in the description and you can enroll for this basic course in free. Okay? So that if you want to go deep into this concept, you can go there. So without taking any further time, let's move to our second concept. The second concept that we will discuss here is the trigonometric ratio. Let's see what it is. We have located the perpendicular, base and hypotenuse, that is the three sides of the triangle. Trigonometric ratios are nothing, just the ratio of these three trigonometric sides. The three trigonometric side, let's denote the perpendicular as P, base as B and hypotenuse as H. P, B and H. These are three trigonometric sides. For simplicity, we have denoted these sides with only the alphabet. Okay? So we have just seen trigonometric ratio are the ratio of these three sides. So let's see how many ratios can be formed. If we take three sides and we have to form the various combination, we can form total 6 combination. The combination that we got are P by H, that is perpendicular over hypotenuse, B by H, P by B, H by P, H by B and B by P. If you observe, the bottom 3 ratios are just the reciprocal of the above 3. Okay? These 6 ratios are known as trigonometric ratios. These trigonometric ratios are given some special name. These names are P by H is known as sine, B by H is known as cosine, P by B is known as tangent, H by P is known as cosecant, H by B is known as secant, and P by B is known as cotangent. In short, sine is sine, cosine is cos, tangent is tan, cosecant is cosec, secant is sec, cotangent is cot. Different countries use different nomenclature, so as per your textbook you can follow the nomenclature. Okay, I will use sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. These are the short names which are easy for me. Okay, so as per your convenience you can use your name. So let's further see what it is. For that, let's take a triangle ABC and let's take the side of this triangle as 4, 3 and 5, and let's take angle C as angle theta, that is the trigonometric angle for this triangle. First of all, we have to locate the three trigonometric side. Here the side AB is perpendicular and side BC is base and side AC is hypotenuse. That is perpendicular is 4, P is equal to 4, base that is B is equal to 3 and hypotenuse H is equal to 5. Now we have to calculate the trigonometric ratios for this triangle. We know sine is perpendicular over hypotenuse. Here trigonometric angle is theta, so we will denote it as sine theta is equal to P by H. That is sine theta is equal to 4 by 5. So for this triangle the sine theta is 4 by 5. Okay, that is the trigonometric ratio sine theta. Similarly, we can calculate the other ratio like cos theta is B by H, that is 3 by 5. Similarly, we can calculate all the trigonometric ratios if we know all the trigonometric sides. This will be helpful while solving the question. This is only the basic concept. If you want to go deep into the concept, again follow our free course that is given in the description. Let's move further to our next concept. We have seen the trigonometric sides and now we have seen the trigonometric ratios. Now the next concept is the value of the trigonometric ratio. The value of the trigonometric ratio with respect to angle are fixed. I mean to say is that if we take any triangle of say trigonometric angle as 30 degree, here this angle is 30 degree and we have assumed this angle as the trigonometric angle. And the value of sine 30 degree is 0.5. And we know sine theta is the ratio of perpendicular to hypotenuse. And this ratio is fixed if we fix the trigonometric angle. Say here our angle, that is trigonometric angle theta, is 30 degree. So if you take any triangle, the value of sine 30 degree will be 0.5. That is the ratio of perpendicular to hypotenuse for any triangle whose trigonometric angle is 30 degree will comes out to be 0.5. You can cross check the same by drawing any triangle with trigonometric angle as 30 degree. You will got sine 30 degree as 0.5. Basically, the concept is that the value of trigonometric ratios with respect to angle are fixed. So here comes our next concept, that is the trigonometric table. This is a trigonometric table which are having value of the trigonometric ratio from 0 degree to 90 degree. Only some specific angles are covered like 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. But it does not mean that the value beyond these angles does not exist. We can calculate the value for sine 180 degree or sine 49 degree, sine 72 degree, even sine 1000 degree. We can do so. But these values for specific angle are very important and you should know it. If you see, the trigonometric ratios are given on one side and trigonometric angles are given on topmost side. If we have to calculate the value of sine 30 degree, this will be the value of sine 30 degree, that is 0.5. Similarly, tan 45 you can calculate like this, tan 45 will be 1. Okay, got the fundamental? This is trigonometric ratio table and this is very important. You have to remember it. But don't worry, there is a technique for it. Just you have to remember the value of sine theta, that is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. And the value of cos are in the reverse order. Okay, the value of cos are in reverse order with respect to the value of sine. And you can calculate the value of tan theta by dividing sine by cos. This is the formula of tan theta, that is sine theta by cos theta. So you will get the value of tan theta by dividing sine theta by cos theta. And cosec is reciprocal of sine, sec is reciprocal of cos, and cot is reciprocal of tan. So by just remembering the value of sine theta, you can remember the complete trigonometric table. Okay, again not going into the detail, If you want to go into the detail, what are the various techniques, you can remember that trigonometric ratio table. Just go to the link in the description and enroll for the free course. So we have done with the trigonometric triangle, the trigonometric sides, the trigonometric ratio, the value of the trigonometric ratio, and the trigonometric table. Okay, these are the basic fundamentals that you should know before dealing with the questions on height and distance. So we have done with the brush up of the concept. You can go to the link given in the description for downloading the PDF of the formulas related to this concept. Okay, this PDF will act as a quick revision guide, or you can say a reference guide for dealing with questions on height and distance or the questions on the trigonometric ratios. So just go to the link in the description and download the PDF. That will be very helpful to you. So let's move further to our next step, that is, let's see the basic fundamental of the height and distance. There are basically 3 steps to approach questions related to height and distance. First step is to visualize the question. Yes, you have to visualize the question. Study the question in very detail and try to understand the scenario and try to visualize it in your mind. Once you are able to visualize the question, then move to the second step. Second step is to make triangle out of the visualization scenario. Try to make triangles out of the question. This I will show you while dealing with the question itself. Okay. Once you have made the triangle, now comes the third step and the last step, that is applying trigonometric ratios. With the help of trigonometric ratio table, apply the trigonometric ratios. So these are the 3 steps to approach any question on height and distance. That is visualization, triangle formation, and apply of trigonometric ratios formulas. Okay. While dealing with a question on height and distance, I will show you how to apply this technique. Let's move further. There are some terms that you should know before proceeding to the questions. Angle of elevation and angle of depression. Angle of elevation is the angle from the horizontal upwards to an object, while angle of depression is the angle from horizontal downward to an object. Okay, angle of elevation is the angle which is upward and angle of depression is the angle which is downward. Okay, some basic terms. Okay students, now you got the basic understanding. Let's move to the question. Firstly, we will take the basic question, that is question on the triangle. How to find the missing dimension in the triangle with the help of the trigonometric ratio. Okay, we can apply the Pythagoras, but here we are only limiting ourselves to the trigonometry. So we will apply our trigonometric ratio formulas to find the missing dimension. These fundamentals will be purely used in the questions of height and distance. Okay, so this is the basic foundation and you should know it. So directly moving to the first question. The question is, we have to find the side AB and BC in the figure. In the figure, triangle ABC is given, side AC is given as 5, angle B is given as 30 degree. We have to find side AB and AC. Firstly, we will see the trigonometric sides for this triangle ABC. We know side opposite to angle theta, or here angle 30 degree, is perpendicular, and the side opposite to angle 90 degree is hypotenuse, and the side between angle 90 degree and angle theta or angle 30 degree is base. Okay, so we have seen the 3 trigonometric sides. Now we have to find the hypotenuse and base. Now what is the relation between side of a triangle and angle? It is trigonometric ratios. We know only perpendicular and angle theta. If you see the trigonometric ratios, sin theta is equal to perpendicular over hypotenuse. Okay, here we know side perpendicular and angle theta, so sin theta will be applicable. So from sin theta we can calculate the hypotenuse. On applying sin theta, that is perpendicular over hypotenuse, we know perpendicular as 5 and theta as 30 degree. So firstly we have to see the value of sin 30 degree. We will refer our table of trigonometric ratios. Sin 30 degree is 1 by 2. So just putting the value of sin 30 degree, V comes out as H is equal to, that is hypotenuse is equal to 10. Okay. Now we have calculated the hypotenuse. Now the remaining side is base. So easily you can apply the trigonometric ratio and you can calculate the third side as a base. You can apply cos theta as base over hypotenuse, or even you can apply tan theta as perpendicular over base, because now you know perpendicular as well as hypotenuse. Here we will apply cos theta is equal to base over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse we know as tan and theta we know as 30 degree, and cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2. Okay, so on doing the calculation we got base as 5 root 3. Now we are having all the three sides of the triangle. What we have done, only one side and one angle is given. We have used the trigonometric ratios to find other side, because trigonometric ratios is a relation between angle and side of a triangle. Okay students, let's take one more question. Question is, we have to find x in the given figure. Firstly, observe the figure very closely. In the figure, side AB is given as 7 root 3, BC is given as 14, BD is given as 14 root 3. We have to find CD as x. Okay. Are you able to see the two triangles in the figure? ABC is the first triangle and ABD is the second triangle. Are you able to identify the two different triangles? Let's check out both the triangles. In the first triangle, two sides are given, and in the second triangle also two sides are given. We have to find x, that is CD. If we somehow able to find AD and AC, we can calculate x as AD minus AC. Okay, we can do so. But the question is how to find AD and AC. Or in other words, you can say here the question is to find AC for the first triangle and AD for the second triangle. Once we are able to find both the sides, we can calculate the value of x by subtracting AC with AD. Okay. Once we have segregated both the triangle, it is easy to find the third side. Let's take the first triangle. Here we know the side perpendicular and side hypotenuse with respect to angle C. So we can easily calculate angle C. What is the relation between perpendicular and hypotenuse? It is sine theta. Sine theta is perpendicular over hypotenuse. Here theta is angle C. So sine C will be 7 root 3 by 14. So sine C will comes out to be root 3 by 2. And if we follow our trigonometric ratio table, sine is root 3 by 2 at angle 60 degree. So here angle C will be 60 degree. Okay. Let's put angle C into the triangle ABC. Once we know the angle, we can calculate the third side by applying trigonometric ratios. Let's apply tan 60 degree. Tan theta is perpendicular over base, that is 7 root 3 by AC, and we know sine 60 degree as root 3. We got AC is equal to 7. Okay, now we got the third side AC as 7. Now let's move to our second triangle. Here we will apply the same philosophy. We know perpendicular and hypotenuse, and with respect to angle D, we will apply sine theta. So sine D will be perpendicular over hypotenuse. Perpendicular is 7 root 3, hypotenuse is 14 root 3. So sine D will be 1 by 2, and we know sine at 30 degree is 1 by 2. So here angle D is 30 degree. Okay. Now put the value of 30 degree to our triangle ABD. Now we know the two sides, that is perpendicular and hypotenuse, and we know the angle theta as 30 degree. And we have to find the base as AD. Simply applying tan theta, tan 30 degree will be perpendicular over base, that is 7 root 3 by AD. So on equating, we got AD as 21. So we got AD also. Put our value of AD as 21 into the triangle ABD. Okay, now we know AD as well as AC. Subtracting AD minus AC, we will got x as 14. Okay students. In height and distance questions also, you will see similar type of questions. Okay, here it is not a single question, it is basically two questions. We have to solve triangle ABC and triangle ABD. By solving two triangles, we find the base of both the triangle and we are able to find the value of x. So the approach is that firstly you have to find the number of triangles in the figure, and you have to segregate the different triangles, and you have to apply the trigonometric ratios to different triangles to find different sides or different angle of the triangles. Okay, so firstly identification of the triangle is must. Once you are able to identify the triangle, you can easily apply the trigonometric ratios to find different sides and angles. Okay. Okay students, we have taken the questions on the basics of the triangle and how to apply the trigonometric ratio and find the missing dimension or the missing side of the triangle. Now let's move to the next part, that is, let's tackle the question on the height and distance. Our first question is, two men standing on same side of a tower 75 meter high observe the angle of elevation of the top of the tower to be 30 degree and 60 degree respectively. Find the distance between the two men. Okay, this is the question. First step to approach the question is to visualize the complete scenario. Let's observe the question. A tower of height 75 meter is given. Okay, two men are standing on same side of the tower. Okay, angle of elevation of first person is 60 degree and angle of elevation of second person is 30 degree. Okay, we have analyzed the question and have completely visualized the scenario. Now next step is to make triangles out of the question. In this scenario, are you able to visualize two triangles? Yes, these are two triangles. Let's give name to the triangle. Larger triangle in yellow be ABC and smaller triangle in pink to be ADB. Okay, we have given the names to the triangles. Now we have to find distance between two men. The distance between two men is CD here. Are you getting? Firstly, let's take both the triangle out. This will help you in better understanding of the concept. If we somehow able to find side BC from first triangle and side DB from second triangle, we will be able to find side CD by subtracting DB from BC. Getting the point? Now the question is to find BC and DB. We will apply trigonometric ratio formula, which we have already covered in our previous sections. Okay, let's apply trigonometric ratio to our first triangle. Here AB is perpendicular, side opposite to angle theta or angle 90 degree. BC is the base here, side between angle theta and 90 degree angle. Okay, so the relation applicable for perpendicular and base is tan theta. Tan 30 degree will be AB by BC, and we know tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3 and AB is given in the question as 75. Okay, so we got BC as 75 root 3. Okay, now moving to the second triangle. Here also we will apply the same trigonometric ratio. Tan 60 degree will be AB by DB, and we know tan 60 degree is root 3 and AB is 75 meter. So on solving, we got DB as 75 by root 3. Okay students, we have got base for both the triangles. Now we can easily calculate CD as CB minus DB, that is 75 root 3 minus 75 by root 3. On solving, we will get 150 by root 3. Let's multiply numerator and denominator by root 3. We will get answer as 50 root 3. Okay, students, the distance between both the men is 50 root 3. What approach we have used? We have visualized the complete question and try to find the triangle out of our visualization. And once we got the triangle, we can easily got the solution using trigonometric ratios. So we understand that visualization play an important role in height and distance questions. It is similar to our geometry questions. Okay, let's take one more question. The question is, the angle of elevation of an aeroplane from a point on a ground is 60 degree. After a flight of 15 seconds, the elevation changes to 30 degree. If the aeroplane is flying at a height of 1500 root 3 meter, find the speed of the plane. Okay, don't be surprised that in the question of trigonometry, we have to find the speed of the plane. Actually, in this question, you have to find the speed of the plane, but it is linked to the trigonometric question. Okay, I will show you how. Firstly, we will follow step by step. The first step is to visualize the question. We have to understand the complete scenario. For that, let's observe the question. In the question, a plane is given which is flying. An angle of elevation of a plane from a point on the ground is given as 60 degree. Okay, the plane is moving and at certain point, its angle of elevation from a point on the ground is 60 degree. Okay. And in the second part of the question, it is given after a flight of 15 seconds. It means the plane after 15 seconds will move to a new point. The gap between that 2 points is 15 seconds. And the angle of elevation changes to 30 degree. Okay. And the height at which plane is flying is given as constant 1500 root 3 meter. Okay. The height of the plane is not changing between these 2 points. That is between these 15 seconds. Okay. So we can visualize the question like this. Now the second step is to extract the triangle out of the visualization. So in this question also we can visualize the two triangles. First triangle is marked in red and second triangle is marked in blue. Okay. So first and second step is complete. That is, we have visualized the complete scenario and we have made the triangle out of our visualization. We have made the two triangles and we can apply the trigonometric ratio to both the triangle. But the question is asking for speed of the plane. And this is a trigonometric question. So how to deal with this speed portion? In this, we should know the formula of speed, which we all know is distance upon time. Speed is distance upon time. And the time between 2 points is given as 15 seconds. The thing that is missing for finding speed is only distance. And through this trigonometric ratio, we will find this distance between the 2 points. Okay? So now you have understood that how this trigonometry will help us in finding the distance portion, and through this distance portion we will be able to find the speed. Okay, so don't be confused. So let's approach the question. Here we are able to visualize the two triangles, first in blue and second in red. Let's give name to these triangles. Let's give name as ABC to our big triangle, that is red, and to our smaller, that is second triangle, as DEC. Okay. So we have given the name to both the triangles. Now let's delete everything. Now we have to solve these two triangles. We know the height as 1500 root 3. That is, AB will be 1500 root 3. And DE also will be 1500 root 3. We have to find the distance BE. If we are able to find the base for both the triangles, that is side BC and EC, we can find BE as BC minus EC. Let's segregate both the triangles. Now the question is, we have to find BC in the first triangle and EC in the second triangle. Let's take the first triangle first. The applicable relation will be tan 30 degree, which is AB by BC. AB is 1500 root 3 and we know tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3. So on solving, we got BC as 4500, that is 4500. Okay. Same thing we will do for the second triangle. We will apply the same trigonometric ratio, that is tan theta. Tan 60 degree will be DE by EC. DE we know as 1500 root 3 and tan 60 degree we know as root 3. On doing the simple mathematics, we got EC as 1500. Now we got both BC and EC. So we can easily calculate BE as BC minus EC, which is 4500 minus 1500, that is 3000. Okay. So we got our distance between 2 points of the plane is 3000. And we will apply the speed formula, that is speed is distance upon time. So we got speed as 3000 upon 15, that is 200 meter per second. Okay. So you have seen how we have calculated the speed with the help of our trigonometric ratios. Okay. So the question may come which is not is of the trigonometry, but the trigonometry play important role in finding the various component of the formula. Okay. In this case, the component is distance and time. Time is given. We have to only calculate the distance. Okay. Okay students, these are the questions on height and distance. We have covered the basic and we have also covered the questions on the height and distance with the help of the technique that I have discussed. Okay. Now a assignment for you. Go to the link in the description and download the assignment and also download the answer sheet of that assignment. Okay. Please note that completion of the assignment is must because it will ensure your mastery over this topic. So don't miss it. Okay students, that's it for this video. Hope you have enjoyed it. Actually, this video is a short part of our complete course on trigonometry, Refer the link in the description for the complete course on trigonometry, all that with the help of the animation and the visual tool. The complete course on trigonometry is having 10 modules and 5 question series with formula list and assignment too. Go to the link in the description and enroll for the complete course on trigonometry. So signing off for now, and thank you very much for being with Creata Classes. Bye for now.